Hello, hello, hello. Another week winding down. It's Thursday or Friday Eve, as I rarely call it, but that was a thing back in Wyoming. My Wyoming brethren will appreciate that if they are fans of the show. I want to talk about hoarding for a moment. I am not a hoarder in regular life or in bonkers world either. However, the last time that I went to the store, they were out of hot Cheetos. And if I had a functioning flux capacitor, I might go back in time and hoard some hot Cheetos. Hot Fritos are a reasonable alternative, but past Jared should have known that he would want more hot Cheetos in this world gone mad. But let's get on to today's selection. Today I am watching the film Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a sci-fi film from Bong Joon-ho, the South Korean director who recently won Best Director and Best Picture, and I think Best Writer. He won a bunch of Oscars for Parasite. I'm sure the cinephiles out there are familiar with Parasite. Even if you're not a cinephile, you've probably heard about it. Snowpiercer is another one of his films. This is a sci-fi film, and it's set in the future where a new ice age has overtaken the planet. And all of the last of the surviving members of the human race are all aboard this huge, massive train that just endlessly circles the globe on this track. The way it's set up aboard the train is basically the poorest of the poor are all the way in the back, and the richest of the rich are all the way in the front. And the story is of a group of rebels from the back of the train who rise up to try and kind of fight their way to the front and make a better life for themselves. And you know, like any good sci-fi movie, sci-fi is ultimately about examining real-world issues and questions through the lens of an artificial world, and that's exactly what this movie does. It's a very visually spectacular film, but what I also really like about this movie is that it's complex. I don't want to give anything away, but this is definitely a movie that you have to wrestle with, and that's something I really appreciate in a lot of movies. It's not what I want every day, but I really love a good movie that gives me something to wrestle with while I'm watching it, and hopefully long after I've stopped watching it. And that's absolutely what Snowpiercer does. Snowpiercer is available on Netflix right now, so easy access. I'm of course going to watch on the Blu-ray because I do think the picture quality is a little better than what you get with streaming. And I am a snab in that regard. So that's that. And yeah, hot Cheetos. Who would have thought? I'll see you on the other side. The variety is nice. It's not terrible, but hot Cheetos are the best.